to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Raging Cajuns offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And, Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Collins. They're working that left side. Hard running there. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the air on second down. Running to Green. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride Davis here. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gay. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. Second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Dennis. Grab near the marker, it's Howard. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Louisiana.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Got room to work. There he goes! Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses now.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try.
He's loose. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Dennis. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. On the move. Running through contact. They rode their running. But he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. I know their whole deal is being aggressive, but I'm not sure this is the right time for them.
Man, I'm staying aggressive. I believe in my offense. I know I need points. You know, field goals, it's not going to be good enough.
He's trying to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble and throws. The short hands, it's Johnson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Catch in the middle, it's dropped. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They booted away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Quarterback extends the play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Cajuns! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Rich. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
Here's a heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Howard. Punts it out of the air. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern, trying to get the corner. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Raging Cajuns are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Gay. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pressure coming. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Oh, he makes the catch. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Memphis wants to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Sampson. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Direct snap. It's Sampson. Got a little space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gay. Touchdown, Louisiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it out. It's Rich. find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
It's a fumble. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. He got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown! Start the They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Howard. Grabbed behind the line, it's Collins. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
And the Raging Cajuns will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Lewis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. And what? An open space. Split backs here. On the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Raging Cajuns can really attack on this second and short. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Collins. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On the move to the right, and looking for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds him out of the backfield. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Green. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Raging Cajuns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They'll try the run, and he runs into... maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Cross. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Touchdown, Cajuns! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They'll snap the ball. 1st play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cross. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Raymond. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Cross. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Memphis. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Howard. Right down the middle. They just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Sampson. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Finding an escape route. Shakes off the defender. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to...
Going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen, because they're just so dynamic.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Memphis will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Off and running. Caught near the sticks. It's Howard. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. And the ball is free on the pitch. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The option look. He'll pull it on the read. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice jump game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Well, they come up short. It's not going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this 1st down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fears the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
I I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. And some room to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Collins. Quick strike complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rich. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Memphis will be forced to punt. Made a defender miss. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Hauls it in. There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off?
He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense.